Hey there folks, it's James from Support here. Hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be showing you through leads in onCourse. Leads are a new type of record in onCourse, which is basically like an expression of interest from a contact in your system in anything that you're selling. So it could be a course, could be a product, could be a combination of courses and products. It doesn't have to be anything really. You don't have to have anything attached to a lead. It can just be a general expression of interest if that's how you want to use it. Really, the purpose of them is for your sales team to be able to track when somebody gets in touch and asks about something very specific, and you have a certain sales process that you want your team to be able to track that through. So let's go through what a lead record is. I've got a new one open here, as you can see on the screen. And there's only one requirement of a lead record, and that's that they are attached to a contact. So you have to know who the contact is for a lead to be created. We've got Acme Enterprises, we'll use that. So there's a few different fields here. You can see there's tags. You can attach a tag. You can create a tag group of a sales process if that's how you want to manage this, and you can change the tags as the lead goes through your sales process. Or you can just keep it simple if you want to. We have a status field here where you can set it from open and closed if that's how you want to handle it. You can also track it through notes, and you can add documents just like you can in most onCourse records. But let's go through some of these specialized fields at the top here. So number of students is probably going to be handy if, say, it's like a corporate client or a school or something like that is getting in touch about getting a number of students involved. So let's say we'll make that 10. Next action on is just a date value that you can set for when you want to next take action on the lead, do something, do a part of your sales, perform a part of your sales process. And I'll actually show you just after we've gone through this a custom filter that you can make that will help you use this field in a more proactive way. Estimated value is just a dollar value field that will update whenever you attach relations and then click the calculate button. You can set a manual value here if you want. So say if you organize for somebody that this, whatever training they're going to take part in is going to be $1,500 for 10 students, and you can just enter that, and it's that simple. This isn't like a binding value, so there's no like invoice creation attached to this particular value. This is purely just to track, either visually or however you want to use this number, just to keep an eye on basically the estimated value. Relations. So this is an important part. This is where you set what the person wants. What the contact wants. What are they actually interested in? So just like in a few other places, you can set it as either you can add a course or a product or a combination of the two if you want. Let's say that this person is interested in some kind of accounting course, and we can just add that course here. I could add all if I wanted to, but we've just added that one accounting course. And you can see if I was to hit this calculate button, see it goes up to $5,000. And the reason it does that is because the last class that was created for this accounting course must have had an enrollment fee of $500. It's times that by 10, number of students, and it's calculated an estimated value of $5,000. And you can perform that action just by adding your relations and then hitting the calculate button. But of course, if you want to change that back, if you had a value there already, you can just set that value. That's not a problem. Sites here, if you have different sites or multiple sites, they can obviously assign or you can assign them a site that would be best for them if that's something that you want to use in your process. The invoices section here is interesting. Let's just save this record and then we'll come back in. So the invoices section here, what happens if you hit the plus button is that will actually create what's called a quote, a new quote. A quote is very much like a draft invoice, basically an invoice where you can edit right up until the point where you make it and convert it from a quote to an invoice. And I'll talk to you a bit more about that in another video. But quotes are an essential part of leads. You can't actually create a quote without it being attached to a lead. But a lead doesn't have to have a quote attached to it. So that's important to remember. So that's how you go about creating a new lead record. I'll just quickly come back here to the list view, and I want to show you this. I've got some custom filters made here. And you can see here, I've set them all around the next action on column, just here. And the way that they work is if I just hover my mouse over, say, this one, action tomorrow, you'll see what my little search query is down the bottom. It says next action on tomorrow. And the way that you make this, it's very simple. So obviously you click in the search section and I just find, where is it? Next action on, here it is. And then we'll select tomorrow. Because these selections here are relative, what this will do, you won't find anything here because I don't think I have anything set for tomorrow. But this will, because it's relative, it will, you don't need to worry about changing the dates or anything like that, because let's say the day I'm recording this is the 1st of September. This will find anything that's on the 2nd of September. And if I was searching this on the 2nd of September, I would find anything that's on the 3rd of September. That's how these work, and that's why they're so handy. So I would just click here, and we'd click add custom filter for everyone, we'd give it a name and then save it. And then you get these custom filters up here. And I think that's where I'm going to end this one. Like I said, I'll be putting up a video about quotes very shortly, just to guide you through that. But this is just a quick introduction to leads in onCourse.